In this video, I'm going to address a couple of comments that come up on the Woodworkers YouTube channel. Recently, we had a comment that said, dispense with the metric stuff. We do inches here. And over the years, I've only had one or two like that. Then there's the one that says, thank you very much for using both metric and inches. I like that one. So there's a lot of comments about thanks for using both. And that's really what I try to do because it can be confusing. And so today what I'm going to do is demonstrate some tape measures for one thing, to show how you can make the best out of both of the numbering systems, the metric system and the inch system. Now, I want to add, there is an inch system where you use fractions like 3/8 and 5/16 and 128 264ths or whatever. That's one type of inch. The other one is 1 and 15/100ths of an inch. You know, so they got the inch divided up into decimals instead of fractions. So that can be an issue. In fact, I was looking at a few publications, manufacturers' publications. The one that comes to mind right away is KV. They make a lot of drawer slides and things. And evidently they're using the CNC inch and decimal version, because I'll see measurements there that say 2.375 or 2.125 or something like that. It's what they're doing is giving us a decimal equivalent of what it is. I wish there was a tape measure that did both, the inch with the fraction on one side and the inch with the decimal on the other. Well, that's enough rambling on. Let's talk about some of these tape measures. Let me just say right at the outset of this video, if in the work that you're doing you have little or no use for millimeters, then this tape measure is the one for you. It's the best mechanical tape measure I have ever owned. And I absolutely love the way they have the calibrations on the tape measure. Watch and see what I mean. We're going to start our discussion of tape measures with what is called the Lefty Righty from FastCap. This is an inch-only tape measure, and the inch is divided into fractions: a 1/16, an 1/8, a quarter, 3/8, half inch, 5/8, and so on. And what I really like about the calibrations is they're written in, so you can actually see them. All the way down to a 1/16 of an inch is visible because of this clear white background and the black print on the calibrations. So it's very well designed. Now, it's also called a lefty righty. And what that means is that if you are reading the tape measure from the right to the left, your calibrations line up real well. And if you happen to have to run the tape measure in the opposite direction and you're reading from the left to the right, it all lines up as well. So the tape measure is well designed. It's a sturdy tape measure, and this has the cup design. The actual tape itself is cupped so that you can extend it a long ways and it won't collapse. That's a very nice feature if you have to reach out. Now, this is a manual locking, so wherever you want it, you click this little lever and lock it in place. Now, let's look at the auto lock version. Everything is the same except the mechanical functioning of it. It locks automatically. You don't have to push the button to lock it in position. You just put it wherever you want it, and it's going to stay right there. The auto lock version of the Lefty Righty tape measure, very popular. Now we're looking at my favorite tape measure of all. It's called the Metric Standard. It has calibrations both for the inch and for the metric system on the face of the tape measure. And The inch is divided up into 16ths, and the calibrations are numbered so you can read them. 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, a half, 5/8, and so on. And it even has 16ths of an inch in red. So that's real nice. Now there's the metric version on the bottom, millimeters. Let's talk briefly about the calibrations here at the bottom of the tape measure. It's millimeters. It's the metric portion of this tape measure. Hardware is manufactured using the metric or the millimeter system. Hinge mounting plates, drawer slides, mounting brackets, cabinets that you buy downtown that have holes drilled in them are using the 32 millimeter system to drill the holes. They're 32 millimeters apart. And you'll notice here on the tape measure, every 32 millimeters, there's a tiny little diamond. And that demonstrates 32 millimeters. And so in the cabinet industry, that spacing is designed for dowels, fasteners. There are so many things that use this metric system, and that's why I have to have it for making videos. So for me, and the type of work that I do with videos and having to convert from inches to metric so often, you can see why this standard metric version of the tape measure is very useful to me. Now what I want to show you is how I can quickly convert from one unit of measure to the other just by using a common business card. Take a look at this. Let's just say you want to convert 12 inches to millimeters. All you have to do is take a business card, squeeze it down on your tape, and slide it over till you get to 12 inches on your tape measure. And look, you got 305 millimeters. That's how easy it is to make that conversion. Let's say you want to do 18 inches. Slide the card up to 18 inches, and you got 457 millimeters. So it's really incredibly simple to make those conversions, and that's why I like this tape measure so much. This is the tape measure that I use. It's actually the one I carry. And now this is the same tape measure, but it has a mechanical upgrade, and that is it just locks wherever you pull it to. That's a nice feature on this tape measure. You just set it anywhere you want. Let me do it so the numbers are right side up. Isn't that nice? It's a cupped version again, so you can get a nice long extension on it and reach a mile out. Nice feature of the tape measure. That's the one they call the metric standard. This is very popular in the cabinet shops because they need to sometimes know both the inch calibration and the metric, millimeter calibration. This is a flat tape version of the metric standard. So you have metric and inches, and it's on a flat tape. So you can kind of go around a little curve. Whatever happens to be your need for a flat tape like this, that's what this one works very well for that. The flat tape in a standard metric. Now we're looking at FastCap's, what they call the old standby. And this is just a basic tape measure. Inches divided up into 16ths of an inch, but the calibrations are not written in like they are on the Lefty, Righty, the standard one that way. So no, the increments are here, they're clear, and they do a good job. So that's the old standby, and this is the tape with it's cupped, so you can get a nice long extension on it, and it won't collapse. And it's real nice that way. Now here's a different feature in the old standby. This is the flat tape. It's a nice tape measure. it's the old standby. This final segment of our video today is going to feature FastCap's True 32 tape measure. Now, all of the tape measures we talked about today have pencil sharpeners in them, just like this one does. The True 32, though, it's a tape measure that it's millimeters only, and it's for a good place for it would be in a cabinet shop where they're using CNC machines, and when they load their data into the machine, it's going in there in millimeters. And so if you're working in the shop and taking measurements on various projects, you can give them the information exactly as they need it. They don't have to convert inches and fractions to millimeters. You'll be able to give it to them directly. So that's a kind of one of the places that this might come handy. I use it from time to time, but let's just take a look at this tape measure. Here's the True 32 up real close. It's a Lefty Righty, a pretty popular design in tape measures. You can read either from the left to the right, like you see here, from the left side of your piece to the right, and your calibrations are right side up when you read them, or again, from the right to the left, the calibrations will be right side up when you're reading them. And that is an especially important feature on a tape measure. As I mentioned, the calibrations are very clear on the tape. This is the cup version, so you get this long extension where you can hold it quite a ways out if you're reaching for something, and the blade won't collapse because of its cup design. It's a manual locking, not an auto lock. And it also comes in a flat tape version. So I don't use a flat tape version very much, but if you have a curve that you want to measure around, it's helpful. It also keeps your calibrations down close to the surface, something that sometimes can be a problem with the cup version. So these are excellent tape measures. The whole line is a bunch of excellent tape measures from FastCap. So I think you'll find this useful if you're a 32 millimeter person. I tried to cover a couple of things here. One is, why do we use in our videos inches and millimeters? It's because it's the industry today. CNC machines are using inches divided into decimals. They're also using CNC machines that use metric only. Cabinet builders are getting publications that have inches with inch fractions, and they have publications with inches and decimal. They have publications that only feature millimeters. And so that's the need for a variety of different tape measures. Plus, it also explains, why do we do it? Why do we show both? So I hope you got some value out of this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.